Yes, hello, good morning. We are now live, and in a few minutes, we will start our discussion about temporary foreign workers in Canada with the initiative of Roman and Associates Immigration Services. Good morning, everyone. Yes, hello, good morning to our participants via Zoom, and of course to our viewers via Facebook Live. And today I am Han Honradi, by the way, your host, and we will discuss about temporary foreign workers in Canada with the initiative of Roman and Associates Immigration Services. Good morning, everyone, and to all our viewers. And as you know, last week, we discussed about Healthcare Assistant Program, the student pathway to Canada. And the host last time was Sir Rainiel Del Rio. And today, yes, this is Hannah again, your host. And let's now start to our slides discussing the temporary foreign workers in Canada. And of course, before we start again, I would like to advise everyone, if you have questions regarding our topic today, you can just chat down to our Q&A chat box to our webinar viewers. And on Facebook Live, you can chat in the comment section. Again, so this live webinar is an initiative with the Roman Associates Immigration Services. And of course, our offices, if you can see in our monitor or in your screen, our offices is in 129 6050 St. Dumont Road, Nanaimo, British Columbia, Canada. And here in Philippines, our branch is located in City Sleeping Hotel and Event Center, Lipas City, Batangas, Philippines. And as you can see in your screen, in the upper right picture, you can see that Mr. Israel Roman, yes, our licensed immigration consultant and the founder of Roman Associates Immigration Services, with the license number R524540. As I said, Mr. Israel Roman is a licensed Canadian immigration consultant, registered in College of Immigration and Citizenship Consultants. He's also an active registered nurse, a nurse manager in British Columbia, and a former nursing professor here in the Philippines when he was still here in Philippines. Yes, and as you can see in the lower part of the screen, you can see the addresses and the contact numbers of our offices in Canada and here in Philippines. And how to know if my consultant is legitimate. So, of course, every one of us, especially those who have no idea how to process their Canadian visa and what are the processes in the Canadian immigration, most of us usually run to consultancy firms, right? And the question is, how will you know if the person or the consultant or the agency that you are talking to or you're having a transaction to is a legitimate immigration consultant? To find that, you just have to go to the website of collegeic.ca. You can see in the above of the screen, the website college-ic.ca, and you will see this picture in the website. Click the Find an Immigration Consultant. And then when you scroll down, you'll just have to fill up whether the last name and first name or the RCIC number. And here we will just input the RCIC number of Sir Israel Roman, and then click in the lower part the search tab. And then if you after you click the search tab, if the person is really a licensed immigration consultant, you will find the result in the lower part. As you can see here, Sir Israel Roman is an active licensed immigration consultant. So he is a legitimate licensed immigration consultant. So that's how you will find if the person you are talking to or the consultant you are talking to is legitimate. Now, let's proceed to our very topic today. What is Temporary Foreign Worker Program? So the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, it allows the Canadian employers to hire foreign workers to fill temporary jobs when qualified Canadians are not available. This program is regulated through the Immigration Refugee Protection Act and the Immigration and Refugee Protection Regulations, and is administered in partnership with Immigration, Refugees, and Citizenship Canada, or the IRCC, and the Canada Border Services Agency, or the CBSA. So, meaning po, ang TFW or the temporary foreign workers isa siyang program of the Immigration of Canada na inaalaw po tayong mga foreigners from Canada, so mga iba't ibang lahi, so hindi ka Canadian, na temporarily ay magtrabaho sa Canada. So that is the temporary foreign worker. So what are the available jobs under temporary foreign workers that the Roman and Associates Immigration Services offer? So as of now, our available employers are looking for applicants in the food service industry and those fish processor applicants. So if you have, if you know that you can do the job in the food service as a food service worker or as a fish processor, you can apply, of course. And what are the eligibility to apply in the said positions? We have just two eligibility that we are really looking for in your resumes. First is at least high school graduate. So they don't look for a high standard in your background education, at least high school graduate. And of course, at least 1 year related experience for the past 3 years. This is one of the biggest things that we are really looking for in your resume, the experience, because you have to prove that you can do the job that the employer is offering to you. And next, the documentary requirements. The documentary requirements that will be needed is the school records. Included in the school records is the diploma, transcript of records, and any certificates from your school. And again, work and training certificates. Of course, as said in the eligibility, you must have at least 1 year related experience for the past 3 years. So how to prove that? The training certificates or the work certificates that you have, like the COE or the, again, certificate of employment, and any certificates that prove that you have experience in that job or the experiences that you have before. So again, that's the eligibility and documentary requirements. You can screenshot this or take a photo of this so you have reference. Now, what will be the process? So the process for the temporary foreign worker programs, or the process when you are applying for the food service workers or the fish processors here, first is the pre-assessment. So the pre-assessment is just, you will send your resume to us and we will assess you. Our assessment team will check your eligibility if you are qualified for the food service worker or the fish processor. And if ever you are qualified, you will receive an eligibility email wherein it includes the program details, the process of the applications, of course, and the fees. And if ever you are not qualified, our assessment team will also email you and will include in the email why you are not eligible. Of course, if it can be, they can included that you did not meet the educational background requirement, for example. So it's a pre-assessment. So you just have to send your resume, and no fees yet when you send your resume, okay? When you receive the eligibility email, no fees yet that we will ask from you. This is a pure free assessment to know if you are eligible or not. So you will never know if you are eligible if you will not send your resume. So better send your resume first. And then after the free assessment, the second step is the interview. If ever you will be eligible for the job, we will call you, our assessment team will call you to ask for your availability for the interview. No, we will schedule the screening interview for the food service workers as well as for the fish processors. And if you pass the interviews, the screening interview, the initial interview, and the final interview, then congratulations, you are hired. And after that, we will now start in collating your documents, the necessary documents. So you have to submit your immigration documents, all the documents that will be needed. And after that, the application of the LAMIA. What is LAMIA? LAMIA, or the Labor Market Impact Assessment, is a document na issued by from the development or Department of Canada in a that it is a proof that you as an applicant or a foreign worker can do the job that the employer is looking for or offering for, and also it shows that the employer is really in need of foreign workers, that they are really allowed to hire you in the position available. Okay, and that's the purpose of the LAMI application, and we will be the one also who will assist you in the application for the LAMIA. Though we will send you the details about it and other the documents that will be needed. And after the LAMIA application, we have the work permit application, the very important. We cannot apply your work permit application. We cannot apply you for the work permit if you are not, if you don't have the LAMIA. Okay, so okay, I guess that's all. That's the only 5 simple steps for the temporary foreign worker program. So again, the pre-assessment, just send your resumes. And then the interviews, we have the 3 interviews for food service worker, the initial interview, the final interview. But before that, we have the screening interview. Okay, don't worry, because for the screening interview, those are local employees from Roman and Associates in Immigration Services, but the initial and the final interview will be the Canadian employers already. So again, and then after the interview, the submission of immigration documents, LAMIA application, the work permit application. So temporary foreign worker program discussion is just a few minutes because it's just simple like that. Okay, 5 simple steps for the process of a temporary foreign worker application. So the first step, as I said, is the pre-assessment, where you will have to submit your resume. And before we end this discussion, we will now check the questions of our attendees from this webinar. Okay, let me see. Fish cutting job. Yeah. What do you mean by this, Shetty Swami, for the fish cutting job? I guess you're asking if you are qualified, or are you asking if there is a fish cutting job? Well, as I said, there are only 2 positions that we are offering. Our employers are looking only for 2 positions, the fish processors only and the food service workers. So if you have experienced the fish cutting, you can just submit your resumes and we will check your eligibility if you are qualified for fish processors. From Annalyn Jimenez, I'm working here in Singapore. How can I apply? Yes, we do assist applicants from different part of the world, Miss Annalyn. So you can just first step, send your resume from the screen. Yes, in the email from the screen, assessment@romancis.ca, and we will check your eligibility if you are qualified in either of 2 positions. And if ever, wait for the email from our assessment team. As I said, Miss Annalyn, yes, we do assist from different part of the world. Yes, wherever you are, whatever country you are in right now, just submit your resume and we will check your eligibility. Okay, so from Shir Antanedo, how long is the contract for temporary foreign workers? So our contract is for 2 years. Yes, this is a 2-year contract, Ms. Shir An. And you can extend actually your contract, depends to your employer. Okay, from Anonymous attendee. Ma'am, good morning. Ano po ang qualification sa food service worker? So as I said, kanina sa eligibility natin for the food service worker, first, at least high school graduate. And next is at least 1 year related experience in the past 3 years. So just submit your resume. Okay, we have here from Facebook Live. I work in school canteen for 2 years. I'm 53 years old. So, EJ Rojales. Yes, you can still apply because we don't have age limit. There's no age limit in Canada, no, in working Canada, as long as you can do the job and you are physically fit, and of course you are not yet in your senior years. So EJ, just send your resume and we will check your eligibility. Ma'am, can I submit my caregiver CV in case your company will open for? Of course, yes, Miss Annalyn. Please submit your resume. If you are applying for a caregiver, we can check your eligibility. We can assist you with that. Okay. Okay, Miss Annalyn, just send your resume po, ha? And if you are applying for a caregiver naman po, please, in the subject line, ang ilagay po natin ay caregiver. Ano po? Or if you are applying for food service workers, so sa subject line natin, please do not forget to put the position that you are applying for or the pathway that you are applying for. Ma'am, pwede po ba yung production worker? As I said po kanina, no, our eligibility is dapat po tayo ay may related experience sa food service, as a food service worker and fish processor. If your experience is in production worker, if it's still related in food processing, maybe we can check your resume, no? So just send lang po ang ating resume sa assessment@romancis.ca. Okay, no experience. I'm a fresher, not a, okay. So I guess you're saying that you don't have experience. So better before we apply for the said positions, if really want to, no, if really want to work in Canada, better we try to get experience po muna. Ano po? Hi, sorry. May I know how much you sign for it? Okay, these are our anonymous attendees are sending questions. Okay. Can apply for residency. After the contract, can we apply for residency? Yes, of course. Actually, after 9 months, we can assist you for applying for permanent residency. Don't worry. We still keep in touch with our applicants sa inyo. We never left our applicants when they are already in Canada. We still keep in touch with our applicants until they got their residency in Canada. So we can assist you with that as well. And as I said again, after the checking of your eligibility of your resume, if you are eligible, you will our assessment team will send you the eligibility email that includes the program details, the process, and the fees. So if you want to know more about the program, just send your resume to assessment@romancis.ca. Okay. Okay, how much po ang fee? Again, for the fee, okay. For the fee, if you really want to know the table of fees, actually, our table of fees for this process, for this pathway, is included in the eligibility email. Yes, so if you want to know the fees, yes, the table of fees, just send your resume to assessment@romancis.ca. And we will give you the details as well for that. Because actually, I can tell you the exact fees because we have a table of fees. They have a different table of fees for the food service worker and the fish processor. So I can give you the details for that of the table of fees for the both programs. If you send your resume at assessment@romancis.ca. Hello po, I passed the eligibility pero hindi po from the anonymous attendee. Again, hello po, I passed the eligibility pero hindi po muna ako nagbayad. After po ba makabayad? Pagbabayad po agad. Well, if you are applying for the food service worker, yes, you have to pay first for the initial payment. Yes, of course. This is for the deposit only because in food service worker, we have this deposit before the initial interview. Yes. But for the screening interview, you don't need to pay muna kasi if you pass the screening interview, that's the time that you will pay for the deposit. The good thing in the deposit in the food service worker and, well, of course, in fish processor is it is refundable. Okay, the process is like this, okay? If you receive the eligibility email, our assessment team will call you to schedule you for the screening interview. And then after the screening interview, if you pass the screening interview, that's the time that they will ask you for the deposit before you enter the initial interview with the Canadian employer. And if you didn't pass the interview with the Canadian employer, that's the time that we will refund your deposit. Okay? Okay. Thank you as well, Miss Annalyn. How much is the total cost for the processing of the application? Well, for the total cost, we can send you the table of fees for the both program via email. Just send us your resume at assessment@romancis.ca and we can send you the details if you are eligible for the position. From Hejbullah Box, may experienced instrument technicians. As I said earlier, our available positions only po ay for the food service worker and the fish processors. So wala pa po tayong other positions na ino-offer, but maybe sooner, okay? We will update you via social media. So just follow and like our social media accounts, our Facebook page, our official Facebook page, Roman Associates Immigration Services and Roman Associates Immigration Services Lipa City, Philippines to be updated on the available positions. Okay, from Bartolome Henry via Facebook Live. Hi, I'm working as general reception clerk here in Kuwait. Can I apply as food service worker? So as I said po ulit, dapat ang experience natin is related sa position na ina-applyan natin in Canada. But if you have previous experiences in the food service industry, let's check first your eligibility. I know we will never know, we will never know if you didn't send your resume. So the best thing is send your resume to us so we can check your eligibility. And if ever you are qualified or not, we will still email you and inform you. Okay? Thank you. Okay, from anonymous attendee again, may experience po ako, bali nung November 2019. Last experience ko po, mag 3 years na po this year. Okay lang po ba yon? Of course, as I said naman kanina, di ba po, at least 1 year related experience in the past 3 years. Just send us your resume from our anonymous attendee. Sure, just send us your resume, okay? And we will send you the details of the program, as well as if you are qualified or not, we will still email you. May I know when is the next webinar? Hindi ko po naumpisahan kasi. Yes, the good thing here po is this webinar, even though this is live, we have recorded webinar. We recorded this webinar, so this will be uploaded in our YouTube account. So visit our YouTube account, Roman and Associates Immigration Services. But well, our next webinar is about study permit, postgraduate diploma in Canadian nursing, right? Yes, study permit in PGDCN in partnership with Stenberg College. That is next week, Friday again. Same time, 10 a.m. po. So register na kayo. Just check the event in our Facebook page. From Innocentino Ibawa, how can I apply for a school over there? So, even if you are applying for a study permit, if you are gusto ninyo pong mag-student pathway, you can send your resume to us at assessment, same email, assessment@romancis.ca, but the subject line should be study permit or student pathway. So we will know what pathway you are applying for. For student pathway next week, we have the student pathway webinar. Just register lang po sa aming event. So you will know the programs that we are offering in partnership with Stenberg College, or whatever programs you want to apply for, and the school, wherever you want to go to school in Canada, we can assist you po. So, okay. So as I said, in every pathway that we offer, the very first step is the free assessment. So just send your resume at assessment@romancis.ca, whether it's caregiver pathway, whether it's student pathway, or temporary foreign worker program, applying for food service worker or fish processor. Just submit your resume and never forget to put the subject line, whatever pathway you are applying for, okay? Okay, yes. Ma'am, nanggaling na din. Okay, from Megs Joanne. Ma'am, nanggaling na din po ako sa food service, ma'am, at sa fish processors. Experience lang po yun, ma'am. Kasi, ba't nag-apply ako, yan ang unang experience ko, ma'am. Sana matawagan mo ko, ma'am. Gusto ko talaga mag-work. Yes, Miss Megs Joanne. Just send lang po ang inyong resume, and our assessment team will surely get back to you to email you if you are eligible or not. But I guess, from as you said, you have experienced the food service and fish processors. Okay, so good luck for you, and hopefully we can meet you. From Rosemary Estomata, how much po ba estimated salary ng fish processors? Yes, I guess I think I heard Miss Rosemary Estomata. Okay, I guess you're already a client, I guess, no? This is Sir Rainiel, right? So Sir Rainiel is already talking to you, Miss Rosemary, I guess, and already inform you about the details for the fish processors, okay? Thank you so much, Miss Rosemary, for attending, by the way. From Vigneswaran Jayakumar, hi, good day. I am now in India. My age is 34. I need job in Canada. What can I do? Previous experience, office assistant, storekeeper job, 7 years experience. So Jaya Kumar, apology, but our available positions right now are only for food service worker and fish processors. But you can be updated on the available positions that we can offer in the future. Just follow our Facebook page, our official Facebook page, Roman Associates Immigration Services. Okay. From Catherine Fernandez, hi ma'am, I am QA staff on a food manufacturing industry, but I want to apply as fish processor. Okay lang po ba na mag-send ako for assessment? Sure, Miss Catherine, best decision lagi ang mag-send tayo ng resume para ma-assess tayo, and we will know if we are qualified or not for the position that we are applying for. Okay, Miss Catherine, just send your resume. Hi, ma'am. I already sent my resume last October 7 from Blan. So, October 7, okay. You can check, Blan, if our assessment team already emailed you Because as I said, whether you are eligible or not, our assessment team will still email you. Okay, no need to send your resume again, but if there will be an update to your job experiences, much better send your resume once again. Okay. Ma'am, yung sa Manila Bambi Food Product, from Megs John again. Ma'am, yung sa Manila Bambi Food Product ko po, ma'am, relatives naman yan, ma'am, sa food service, yes. Yes, ma'am, Megs, as long as you have employment experience in the food service industry, that's good. Just submit your resume to check your eligibility pa rin. Okay, from Christy Ann Miras, it's a very good question. Required po ba na may IELTS na agad? The good thing here in temporary foreign worker program, sa ating food service of workers and sa ating fish processors, hindi requirements ang IELTS. Unlike our caregiver pathway and student pathway, hindi po dito requirements ang IELTS. So no pressure sa English. Okay? Again, IELTS is not required, okay, in applying for our available positions. So submit your resume na, everyone. Okay, from Anonymous, magkano po lahat-lahat ang magagastos, yung pinaka-total po, and gaano po katagal yung timeline bago po makapag-work sa Canada, and mag-pay po ba kaagad yung 100 CAD sa interview pag na-receive ng email galing sa inyo. Okay, let's first yung dun sa magagastos. So magkaiba po yung ating table of fees for the both program, and we can discuss to you or send you the details about the fees via email. So if you send your resume to us and you are eligible, automatically naka-attach na po doon yung table of fees natin for the program. So if you really want to know, much better send your resume first. And for sure, our assessment team will send to you the table of fees if you are eligible. And for the timeline, it still depends to the applicant. Actually, sa immigration, that's a problem din naman, actually, it's the applicants na matagal mag-submit ng kanilang documents, the necessary documents, no? So, sa pagtagal po natin na mag-submit ng documents natin, sa pagtagal din po, of course, ng pag-process natin ng applications. But, for the temporary foreign worker programs, mostly, we have clients na for mostly 6 months. Yes, yung applications nila in the processing. Ano po? And mag-pay mo pa kaagad ng 100 CAD sa interview pag na-receive yung email. If you receive the eligibility email from our assessment team, you don't need to pay immediately the 100 CAD. Okay? Because 100 CAD will be asked from you after the screening interview. Okay, so if you pass the screening interview, that's the time that we will ask for the deposit, na 100 CAD, which is refundable if you didn't pass the next interviews. Okay, so I hope that's clear. Okay, Jaya Kumar, thank you. Thank you then, Jaya Kumar, Annalyn. Caregiver not required. For IELTS is required in caregiver, Miss Annalyn. In student pathway, required din po yung ating IELTS. Dito lang sa ating temporary foreign worker program, sa fish processor and food service worker, hindi po siya required. Christy Ann Miras, okay, pwede na po kaya yun sa vacancy ninyo? Okay, just send your resume, Miss Christy Ann. If your work experience is related in the food processing, please send your resume so our assessment team will check your eligibility, okay? Technical, from Anonymous again. Ma'am, technical vacancy not available right now. Yeah, sorry. Our available positions are only for food service workers and fish processors. No technical positions available for now, but please be updated on our post. Maybe in the future, we can post other positions. So please follow and like our official Facebook page to be updated. Okay, so I guess we are in Singapore. So I guess I've read all the questions from our Q&A chat box. Good morning. Ano po ang qualifications sa food service worker? For food service worker and fish processor, your eligibility must first at least high school graduate, and second, at least 1 year related experience in the past 3 years. Okay. So if ever you like to apply for a caregiver pathway or student pathway, just send us your resume at assessment@romancis.ca. Whatever pathway you are desiring to apply for, the very first step is for the free assessment. So just send your resume at assessment@romancis.ca, and never forget to put in the subject line the pathway that you are applying for. So I guess everyone's clear? No more questions? Okay, I guess from our Facebook Live, no more questions anymore. If ever there will be questions after this webinar, we will still answer that in the chat box in live webinar. I guess in the comment sections in our Facebook page. So I guess that's all. I would like to thank every attendees from our webinar. Thank you so much for all the questions. And if you still have questions after this webinar, you can message us from our Facebook page, or even in the email, you can still message us in to contact Roman Associates Immigration Services, and our team will be happy to assist you to answer all your inquiries. Thank you so much to all our attendees and viewers from Facebook Live. Thank you so much. And see you again next week for the Student Pathway PGDCN program. Have a good day, everyone.